Welcome to the Foundry by Forge College. Look, in our last lesson, drafting the technical brief structure, you did the hard work of laying out the foundation. But today we're taking your drafted ERC-4337 technical brief from your capstone project and throwing it right onto the quality assurance conveyor belt in this explainer. We're getting technical, we're getting precise, and we are going to brutally, but lovingly, test your work until it's absolutely flawless. So, let's get to work. Okay, let's quickly run through our agenda for today. We'll start with the review cycle begins, then move into triaging feedback and gathering evidence. After that, we'll cover tracking changes, hit the final checkpoint, and finally wrap up with getting ready for assembly.
Section 1. The review cycle begins. Entering the QA pipeline.
So, you've successfully drafted your brief, right? But now it's time for the wind tunnel test. The first mental model you really need for our factory floor here is called comment-to-commit linkage. Basically, it's like an itemized receipt for your reviewers. And what that means is you can't just quietly ignore the feedback you don't happen to like. If a peer points out that your sequence diagram is missing the bundler step, well, you make a specific code commit that directly references that exact comment. Absolutely nothing slips through the cracks.
And then the second rule is adopting an evidence-first mindset. See, we don't just promise people we fix the implementation steps, we mathematically prove it. Reviewers shouldn't have to go hunting around for your security anchors. By providing small, machine-readable artifacts, we let the reviewers programmatically confirm the improvements. We are making it as lazy and therefore as insanely easy as possible for them to approve our work.
Moving on to Section 2. Triaging reviewer feedback. Routing the comments.
Look, getting a massive wall of feedback can absolutely trigger the developer stages of grief. We've all been there. But we have a highly systematic way to handle it. Every single comment gets sorted into one of 3 operational buckets during a single working session. You either fix it with a code change, you defer it, assigning a clear owner and a timeline if it needs more research, or if it fundamentally breaks your ERC-4337 architecture, you document your rationale for rejecting it. Fix, defer, or document. No exceptions, guys.
Now check out this table. What's really cool is how we map these triage decisions into a simple review responses markdown file, which creates a crystal clear paper trail. If I'm your reviewer, I can look at the single file and instantly know, okay, comment 12 was fixed with pseudo-code and comment 15 was deferred pending an EIP update. It completely eliminates those exhausting back and forth arguments.
Section 3. Gathering your evidence, the checklist runner.
Speaking of paper trails, let's be honest, you really don't want to manually check your own UX and security checklists. Humans are pretty terrible at that. We get tired, our eyes glaze over, and we miss things. Instead, you'll use a lightweight Bash or JavaScript script to automatically run textual checks against your markdown files. It scans for any of those lazy, leftover to-do markers, confirms you actually bothered to mention EIP 4337, and verifies your security anchors are present. So this script spits out a tiny JSON file that acts as undeniable, automated proof. You just commit this evidence file right alongside your updated brief. When the reviewer opens your pull request, they see a little file that mathematically confirms all the critical security checks have passed. Trust me, it's the ultimate engineering flex.
Section 4. Tracking changes and commits. Version control discipline. Now, meticulous versioning is something we highly emphasize across all of our Forge College programs, because honestly, it doesn't matter how great your fixes are if your reviewers can't untangle your history. We've all panicked at 2 a.m. and blindly typed git commit m updates, but on a QA factory floor, that is a cardinal sin. A disciplined commit tells you the category, the exact action, and exactly which piece of reviewer feedback it resolves, like adding a reentrancy note specifically to close comment 21.
And alongside those beautifully disciplined commits, your changelog needs to act as a clear map to your project's territory. It has to explicitly list the exact files changed, provide a quick rationale, and drop in the specific commit hashes. We are basically leaving a trail of breadcrumbs so blindingly obvious that a reviewer can approve your work in record time.
Section 5. The final checkpoint. The quality assurance gate. We're nearing the end of the line now. This is the checkpoint where we double-check our work before requesting that all-important instructor sign-off. To pass through this final QA gate, 3 elements absolutely must be perfectly aligned. First, your reviewer responses file has to account for every single comment. Second, your automated JSON evidence file must be attached. And third, your milestone diff must be immaculately clean. Let's talk about that last one for a second, because it trips up almost everyone.
There is literally nothing worse than opening a pull request to check a tiny 2-line security update
only to find 500 lines of accidental whitespace changes because your code editor decided to help you format the document. Keep your diffs hyper-focused. If your Git history is a mess, just create a fresh branch, carefully cherry-pick your good commits, and present a clean, professional package to your reviewers.
Section 6. Ready for assembly. Merging the increment.
Finally, we take our audited components and assemble the ultimate capstone artifact. You've triaged it, you've fixed it, and you've proved it with hard evidence. Just remember this golden rule. We aren't writing the next great novel here, we are making targeted engineering adjustments. It is incredibly tempting to read a piece of feedback and suddenly decide to rewrite your entire architecture from scratch. Don't do it. Stick to the scope, address the comments directly, and keep your forward momentum high.
So, if you followed this pipeline step by step, your pull request is going to easily earn that crucial approval. Because, listen, this process of peer review and refinement, it isn't just an academic hoop we're making you jump through. It's the exact rigorous workflow you will use every single day in high-stakes Web3 engineering.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on the QA floor today. Be sure to visit forge.college to dive deeper into account abstraction and explore all of our other incredible Web3 topics. As you finalize your brief today, I want to leave you with one final thought. If your smart wallet architecture was attacked tomorrow, would your documentation provide the blueprint to save it or the loopholes to drain it? Good luck out there.